how lonely it is in the Kerbal Space Center. Those guys have been away for years on a big old rocket. Gonna go ahead and start a new one. Let's see what we got here. That. No, that doesn't work. Let's go ahead and give it, there we go, the command pod. It's a little bit on the smaller side, but that's okay. We can have 3 Kerbals in there. You know what, I think we're going to put some legs on this. Maybe we can try and land it. There we are. 3 little legs. And see what they look extended. Oh yeah, that should work. Go ahead and let's put a nose cone on here. As we are, again, not looking for this thing to come back to Earth, or I should say Kerbin. And we need some fuel on it, because if we're going to try and land this thing on a planet, we definitely need some sort of fuel. And that is definitely too small. That is definitely too big. See what other kind of fuel we have here. That looks about right. You know what? That's no good. We need to move those legs. There we are. Now we're going to put an engine on it. We want a good, easy engine. Something that's going to help us land. I almost want to do this nuclear one, but that's, I believe that one's done with electricity only. Yeah. Liquid fuel. And no, doesn't need any oxidizer. I think we're going to go with this one. The Terrier. Hell no. Terrier's too small. Let's go with the Poodle. Yeah, Poodle looks good. Yeah, we should be able to land like that. Now we want a decoupler on here, because trying to land this thing with additional engines and fuel and everything is not going to work. Let's go ahead and give this thing massive amounts of fuel. First, let's go ahead and get an adapter on here. That is, if I can remember where the adapters are. There we are. Now, yeah, let's give it this thing. Nah, maybe not. There we are. That's what I was going to do. Make it kind of like the Apollo rocket series. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the Mammoth again. That's a nice beastly engine. Get some. Let's do these big space fins. That'll look a little crazy. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. And just for the hell of it, let's go ahead and put a whole bunch of other things on here. Just see what happens. Okay, go ahead and put a whole bunch of these solid rocket boosters. These things cannot be shut down once they start going. They just go until they run out of fuel. You know what? Let's do a bunch of these. Here we are. There we are. This thing is gonna be massive. I don't even know if this thing will fly. This thing's probably gonna just detonate. Look at that, it's even slowing down the computer, it's so big. Almost doesn't even fit in the hangar. There we go. We got one crazy looking spaceship here. We're definitely going to have to add some struts because, well, you know what? I'll demonstrate what will happen if we don't add struts on this thing. It will be ridiculous. Alright, so there we go. We got a crazy large rocket here with all these additional solid rocket boosters. These things are just going to annihilate this ship, and these Kerbals don't know what to expect. You gotta get the staging correct, otherwise this is gonna be even worse than what I'm expecting. Oh, still gotta get some down here. Alrighty. Now, these are all gonna blast off at the same time. Let's make sure we have a crew in here. We don't, so let's go ahead and hire a crew. You get to be a lucky test pilot. You get to be a lucky test pilot. And you get to be lucky. Alright. So now we have our pilot, a scientist, and an engineer, who are more than likely on our first and very last mission. We definitely need some struts in here, otherwise this will fall apart completely before we ever even lift off. So, I'm gonna put those there. And there. Basically just one on every single one of these solid rocket boosters. And then we're gonna have to rework our staging again. I think that's good enough. Let's get all this staging correct. That way everything goes off at the same time. Alrighty. Oh, wait. No, we are not good to go yet. So these seem to go up here. That would have not been all that good. Though again, this thing is just going to be annihilated. But it's worth a shot. So, here we go. So far so good. Has not fallen apart yet. Throttle all the way up. Let's see what happens. This is either going to work, or it's just going to completely explode on the launch pad. So 3, 2, 1, go. And you can see there, because we don't have any struts, all those rocket boosters are twisting in, and oh, they're done. And our little tiny engine there has not enough thrust to get us out of the atmosphere. We are going to crash. Oh man, you can just hear all those explosions. Oh, they lived! Nice! Everything else destroyed. The Kerbals survived. We can go ahead and recover that. And this time we're going to put some struts on it and see if this thing can actually make it into space. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some heavy duty struts on here. Go ahead and zoom in a little bit so we can actually see what we're doing. I think just one per is good. Now there's a good chance I might have missed one or two. Which it looks like I did miss one or two, so go ahead and just do this. To here. And this. To here. Now, everything should have at least one strut. So let's go ahead and give this another shot. Make sure our staging is correct again. And oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, hold on. There we are. Okay, now